Happy holidays, Metalheads. Whether you celebrate Christmas or you're just in it for the food and the loot like I am, it's always a fun time of year, and it's especially fun here at the Exclaim office in Toronto because I got one of my presents early. This here is the second edition of the Metalhead Box. If this is the first time you're hearing about the Metalhead Box, it's kind of like Loot Crate. It's a subscription service where you sign up and then every month they deliver what you need to your doorstep. But the fun part is it's a blind box. You don't know what you need until you get it. So I'm going to open it up and find out what I get. First up, we've got this Hail Santa Christmas ornament for you to hang on your tree, complete with St. Nick giving you the horns. Now I just wish you could fucking ask him for a drummer because there are not enough dudes who can play a good blast beat to start a death metal or grindcore band. Like, Jesus. They also sent along this card, complete with a festive gift-giving black metal dude on the front and a happy holidays greeting from the Metalhead Box team on the inside. But enough about Christmas, that's one day of the year. Metal is forever. So let's get on to the box. Next up, we've got this month's Lone t-shirt. So yeah, we only get the one shirt, but it's a special shirt that you can only get in the Metalhead Box, and it's for Slaughter. Not the stupid fucking hair metal band. This is for the proto death metal band from Toronto. Fun fact about Slaughter is that Chuck Schuldiner of Death and Control Denied actually moved up to Toronto in 1986 to play with these dudes. That was just before the 1987 release of Scream Bloody Gore, now a death metal classic. We've got more goodies here from Canadian metal legends, this time from Sacrifice, the thrash metal band from Toronto. We've got a sticker and we've got a guitar pick. Additionally, we have a sticker and a pin from Codex Factoria, which is a death metal / thrash metal project featuring one member of Sacrifice. Now, if you don't take my word for it and you want to hear what they sound like for yourself, don't worry, we've got the CD here. You can take it home, you can bring it in your car, you can bring it to your girlfriend's house, you can bring it to your boyfriend's house, you can listen to this album. Check it out. Last time, we got a sampler CD from Unspeakable Acts Records, who are absolutely killing it lately. This time, they've upgraded us to full albums. You'll get one of 4 in your box. I got this one from Ripper. They're a super nuanced death thrash band from Chile. Think early Sepultura, Creator, Possessed, that kind of thing. And you better have a good pair of headphones or speakers because the bass playing on this is absolutely killer. On the other hand, you might get an album from Maligner, who are a more brutal focused death thrash band, or Obscure Evil, who trade in the death metal influence for black metal for a black and thrash fun time. The last album you might get is Scorched, Echoes of Dismemberment, which I praised in my last unboxing video and when I reviewed it for Banger, and it's just generally a good, horror-themed, old-school death metal time. You're gonna like whichever album you get, trust me. You're also gonna get an album from Nuclear Blast Records. I don't have the list of the possible albums that they included, but I got this one from Origin. Now, if you're not familiar with the band, you won't forget once you've heard them. They're an insanely technical death metal band. I don't even fucking know what they're doing half the time on this album, but it's brutal. We've got one more album in here, this time from Finsterforst, which means dark forest in their native German. They're a folk metal band, and there's not a single track on this album under 11 minutes, which is pretty wild if you ask me. There are only a few items left in the box, but this one's especially cool. It's a mini book called Black Metal, Prelude to the Cult. It's a companion piece featuring full interviews from Dale Patterson's Black Metal, Evolution of the Cult, which is a pretty cool book that I have at home. This one has interviews from Mayhem, Archgoat, Gorgoroth, Marduk, Impaled Nazarene, Psy, Enthroned, Tak, and others. Now let's go to story time with Bradley, where I'm going to read you a portion of one of these interviews. Here, the frontman of Psy, named Mirai, is talking about their then new member, Dr. McCannibal, and why she's crazy. This is his justification. She likes eating cockroaches, bull's ball, worms, etc. It's all true. I was even forced to eat cockroaches. People may think it's a made-up story for press release, but it's not. She kept lots of cockroaches for her pet geckos, and finally, she started eating them herself. Wow. Weird, right? I'm sure there's plenty of other interesting tidbits in this book. Remember, black metal is the scene where they burn churches and kill each other, after all. We're down to the last envelope here, and it includes this, a print of the artwork on my t-shirt from the band Slaughter, featuring a signature from Mark Hewson, who founded the band. It's pretty cool, but I've already talked about Slaughter a bunch, so let's move on. The last thing we've got is this print of an autopsy montage by artist Mark Rudolph. I first heard of Autopsy way back when a friend of a friend was so obsessed with the band that he would only wear a Mental Funeral hoodie everywhere. Seriously, it didn't matter how cold it was, dude was always just rocking this hoodie. What albums do you see in this piece? Let us know in the comments. The next time we're filming one of these unboxing videos will be in 2017 for the January edition of the box. So, happy holidays, happy new year, and remember, Hail Santa. It's like Satan, but with the letters rearranged.